Few achievements in the history of the world have so captured the imagination of man as the conquest of the skies. At last, after centuries of crawling about on the face of the earth, man has shaken the dust from his feet. And today, when he travels, he demands to go in a swift, straight line by air. Daily, more and more airplanes crisscross our sky. Every year sees new airlines established, drawing the far corners of the world closer together. Young men conquered the air. Their daring accomplished the impossible. Their perseverance defeated obstacle after obstacle. Today, once young men carry on, solving the many problems confronting an infant industry expanded almost overnight to a giant enterprise. The youth of our country are busy too. Here is a sport that has gripped the imagination of millions of our boys and quite a few girls. But it is not just a sport, far more than that. They, through their effort and patience, are applying the fundamental principles of flight. Ask them. They know why and how an airplane flies. Those factors which govern the design and flight of their mosquito-like planes are the same as those incorporated in our modern clipper ships of the air. Anyone who desires to become a part of this great, vital industry might well follow these young, air-minded enthusiasts. It is in dedication to the air youth of our nation that we present the creative story of flight that follows. The Franklin Institute's Traveling Aviation Show. Planes of all types and for all uses are vitally needed. Private planes, planes for the airlines, planes for the Army, planes for the Navy, thousands upon thousands of planes for our national defense. And hundreds of thousands of young men will be needed to build, service, direct, and fly them. But where will we get the necessary army of draftsmen? Engineers and designers. Where are the factories to find the thousands of skilled mechanics to build the planes? From whence will come the engine mechanics, those highly trained specialists who are so vitally important to all who fly? Where are the ground personnel, the repair and overhaul men, technicians, radio operators? But most of all, where are we going to get our vast number of flyers, our pilots? Our aces of tomorrow. Here is your answer. Here is the cradle of flying, an airplane model meet where newly hatched fledglings gather to flap their young wings. Here you see hundreds of contestants and a spellbound audience gathered at one of the National Aeronautics Association's championship meets. But this is merely the championship, with competitors from every state in the Union. In addition, 1,000 other local meets have been held, and hundreds more will be held during the coming years. Youthful experts come by trailer, bus, train, bike, hitchhike, and even on roller skates from every state in the Union. And wherever these model-building boys meet, one will find not merely good sportsmen, but embryonic scientists who reveal a standard of intelligence and a knowledge of aerodynamics that seems astounding. Here is the fountainhead from which will come most of the huge army of our aircraftsmen and pilots of the future. For already these young enthusiasts, these restless young minds, captivated by the romance and thrilling possibilities of aviation's great future, have developed such skill and resourcefulness that both the government and private industry are now employing many hundreds of them to build model planes for test purposes. New types, new wings, Even radio control development are the practical achievements of their fertile brains. Although scientists developed a system of radio control for planes some years ago, these two brothers were the first to perfect a unit compact and light enough to be carried by a plane of this small size and yet control the ship over a distance up to 2 miles. Ready for the takeoff. There she goes. Care is taken to get the heavily laden plane into the air. Now it is under the complete control of the radio pilot who manipulates the controls of the sending unit. The control is set for a left turn. Let's see if the plane responds. Sure enough. There it goes, around in a long, lazy turn. Now the control is shifted for a right turn. The plane immediately turns right. This is a really great achievement. The record of these brothers will live long in the annals of junior aviation. Radio control is but one advance developed by our youth. They will do much and go far. What about the plane of tomorrow? Will it be a rocket ship like this, using the limitless power of atomic energy to blast its way through space, to reach heights and speeds undreamed of today? Some have even predicted eventual interplanetary flight. And so, someday, perhaps,